Hello, great people. President BolaTinubu has reshuffled his cabinet. He has sacked 5 persons, 3 female, 2 males, and appointed 7 persons. Now, one of the appointees is the wife of late Odumegwu-Ojukwu, and the appointment has been greeted with so much criticisms by the Igbos. The Igbo ethnic group have been largely against it. In this video, I'll be telling you why the Igbos are against our appointment. I'll be giving you like 9-10 points why the Igbos are against our appointment, and I'll also be telling you how Bianca got about that appointment. How did she got about the appointment? Or is it that the appointment just came to her on a platter of gold? I'll be telling you that. You see, the appointment of Bianca Ojukwu is being seen as something that is not too good for her. For instance, she was appointed as Minister of State for Foreign Affairs. The Igbo people are thinking that, one, how will you appoint the wife of our Oga Patapata? You understand? The wife of person wey be say we dey adore, just as Yoruba people they adore Awolowo, just as Hausa Fulani people they adore Abacha and all these guys. Abacha is literally being worshipped in Kano. I served in Kano State. So the Igbos are like, no, you cannot appoint somebody that has been a minister before and appoint her as minister. Somebody that's been an ambassador before, apologies, and appoint her as Minister of State for Foreign Affairs. That what are you looking for that Bianca Ojukwu does not have? Bianca Ojukwu is educated. Bianca Ojukwu has public service experience, having been a minister, and of course, Bianca is beautiful. Yeah, she's beautiful. Bianca is over 50 years, and she's a former beauty queen. Bianca was married to Ojukwu when now Baba don't fight war, things not bones don't dey weak. So Bianca married him as his transformer. You know that when you are way older than a lady, that lady is your transformer. When you high, she go low you. When you low, she go high you. So she go dey moderate you so that you go feel live long. You understand? So Bianca is an ex-beauty queen, and the Igbos are like, no, this is an insult. You cannot appoint this person as a minister of state, which is a junior minister. We have senior minister and junior minister, and oftentimes the senior minister, if na person will get Chris, like wicked. If na person will get Chris, definitely that person will just kind of like be overriding the junior minister. So that's why one of the reasons why the Igbos are against our appointment. Another reason, point number 2, is that they believe that our appointment will soil the name and legacy of Ojukwu. They believe Ojukwu is somebody that is quite important to the Igbo race, and his wife shouldn't be associating with somebody like BolaTinubu, whose background is questionable, certificate is questionable, name is questionable, age is questionable, and everything about him seems to be shrouded in secrecy. Even his state of origin is questionable. So people are thinking that if you look at Ojukwu, that Ojukwu to the Igbos is somebody to be adored, right? Even though he led a coup that made that led to millions of people being killed, but then Igbo believe that he was fighting a just cause. So they are kind of like annoyed that why would you go and associate with Tinubu? No, you are the wife of our Oga. Now you are our Oga marry. You understand how you go they appreciate? So you will be lawyer. Bianca is a lawyer. She went to, I think, University of Nigeria in Nsukka, and she went to law school. So the Igbos are like, no. This is light and darkness. That this is like light and darkness. How will you go? Bianca, no. That's one of the reasons why the Igbos are against our appointment. Then the Igbos are also against our appointment because they are seeing it as a strategic, as a strategy to penetrate the Southeast. You know that the APC since the days of Buhari is not strong in the Southeast like that. If not for Dave Umahi that decamped at some point and for that the Supreme Court helped to number 1. Those are the instances whereby APC began to gain ground in the South. But ordinarily, APC is not a strong party. It's not an entrenched party in the South. So they are seeing it that the appointment of Bianca Ojukwu is definitely a strategy to penetrate the Southeast. So they are thinking that this APC since you are appointing somebody as strategic like this, you know that it is normal. Bianca go dey loyal to our oga. Bianca no go want let make our oga government make it fall. And when election time comes, ordinarily Bianca will want to work towards the re-election of Tinubu, and Bianca is well respected based on the wife of Ojukwu. So the Igbos they think say which kind of thing be this? I will go appoint appoint Bianca, and they are saying that Bianca, if she knows her worth, she should just kind of like decline the appointment. But that's not going to happen. I'm still going to get there how she got that appointment itself. Now another thing is that they are thinking that APC ruling class are descendants of those who fought against Biafra. So if the APC ruling class, Buhari, for instance, which is one of the strongest guys in APC, he left power less than 2 years ago, and he still has strong influence, and his boys holding strategic positions in APC, and the Hausa Fulani bloc, they are largely against Biafra. So now Igbos are thinking that you are aligning with people that fought against the actualization of Biafra. For instance, Buhari fought in the Biafra civil war. And some of these guys that are descendants of Buhari are in APC. So the Igbos are like, no, why will you go and associate with people that are descendants of the people that fought against Biafra, that fought against the civil war, that made us lose our lives, our properties, and everything? And the Igbos are annoyed that, no, Bianca, you should be following the legacy of Odumegwu-Ojukwu and not to be seen associating or relating with people whose behavior, antecedent, trajectory contradicts what Ojukwu stands for, contradicts the utmost dream of Ojukwu, which is the actualization of Biafra. Now, another reason why the Igbos are angry and they are saying, no, go and reject that appointment, is because they are thinking that that appointment will make Bianca to lose steam. That Bianca is well respected in the Southeast, that now that she's appointed, there's no way she wouldn't want to be defending the government of her boss, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And so long as she tries to defend Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Igbos are not going to have it. So, and people will just be criticizing her, the normal, how it is done in politics in Nigeria, yelling at her, criticizing her, storm her social media, and do abuse her, bullshit her, and all that. So people are thinking that, Bianca, if it is money, at least you are not poor. If it is position, you have held positions in the past as an ambassador, that reject this appointment, because it's going to make you lose steam. It's going to make you lose what you stand for, and it's going to make you lose respect in the side of the people, because as a public office holder, there's nothing you want to say to the people that they will listen to you. And when it comes to partisan politics, if the people don't like APC and you are trying to entrench APC on them, definitely they are going to kind of like be yelling insult at you. And how do you want to defend the administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, which most of the Igbos sees as a monumental failure that has largely marginalized the Igbos from strategic position? And that's one of the reasons why Igbos are angry, that now you want to appoint somebody strategic in Igbo land. You are now giving her Minister of State. So did they believe that going forward to be a minister under Tinubu will make her to lose steam? And did they believe that it will also make her to kind of like lose action? Because Bianca is seen as somebody that, you remember the case where she and, the wife of Willie Obiano, you remember that struggle, that slap, you understand? When you say slap, just they fly everywhere. So they believe that she's an action lady, but then your action can only yield fruit when you are amongst people that support you, when you are in a society that you are accepted. You know that if you get action, if you get craze, that craze is best used when you are in a society where we say respect day for you. You understand? You go ginger you, but where people don't like you, you go to show any useless action, people go just they embarrass you the more. You can see what happened to Wiki in Abuja when he was having meeting with the developers. If Wiki is somebody that has public sympathy, people wouldn't have been criticizing him like that. You get what I'm saying? So the Igbos are against it, that no, Bianca, this thing is going to make you lose steam. It's going to make you lose action. Then another reason why the Igbos are against the appointment of Bianca is that it's going to weaken the Peter Obi political base. You know, say Igbo, they know the joke with Obi near their guy, obedience, you get. So they are kind of like against it that if you collect this appointment, you are one of the strategic leaders in the Southeast. Obi is still interested in running for president in 2027, which is Obi's best chance because by 2031, power would have moved to the north, and by 2039, you know, Obi would have been old and maybe new fresh blood would have evolved. So Obi sees 2027 as a strategic chance. So they believe that Bianca should be working with Obi to make sure that Obi's presidency is being achieved, rather than she being a strategic, you know, power block in the Southeast, now going to align with Tinubu, who most of the Igbos don't really kind of like. I'm talking about the Talakawas, the Mekunos, the masses in Igbo land, the have-not. They are not really a big fan of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So the Igbos are angry that no, we should be kind of like aligning to strengthen the prospect of Peter Obi, but you going to meet Bola Ahmed Tinubu and work with him will weaken the Peter Obi's political base, and that is one minus that the Igbos are not happy with. Now, another thing is that they believe that the appointment of Bianca is a strategic move to douse the tension about the non-release of Nnamdi Kanu. You know that the Igbos have been clamoring that why will you release Sunday Igboho that call for Yoruba nation, but you no want release Nnamdi Kanu? Where did they do that kind of thing? Say, oh yeah, release Nnamdi Kanu too. But then, for reason best known to the government talk say no, we no go release Nnamdi Kanu. So they believe that appointing somebody like Bianca is a strategic move for the government to douse the tension about the release of Nnamdi Kanu, because it doesn't appear like the Tinubu government is willing to release Nnamdi Kanu anytime soon anyway, because the case have been moving from High Court to Appeal Court to Supreme Court back to Appeal Court. Then before you know it, the judge will withdraw from the case, and they would send the case file to the chief judge. The chief judge will say, no, oh yeah, you judge that you have rejected the case, go and continue with the case. So it's a whole lot of back and forth which a political solution can resolve. But then, rather than for the leaders of the Igbo or for Bola Ahmed Tinubu to negotiate with the Igbo leader that, okay, if I release this boy, will he stop, as in Nnamdi Kanu? Nnamdi Kanu is not a boy to me, but at least we can say he's a boy to Tinubu, right? In terms of age, you understand? So if I release him, what will happen? Will he kind of like cease all this Biafra agitation? They believe that that's what should be happening. But then, if Bianca is in the cabinet, it is to douse the tension against the non-release of Nnamdi Kanu. But then again, one can also argue that Bianca being in the cabinet, wouldn't it be a strategic move? I'm just thinking now. This is my personal thing, that would it be a strategic move in the sense that if Bianca is in the cabinet, you understand, she can as well be using her network to advocate for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. You know that this release, it will be no more of behind the scene networking, not on the screen network. It will be behind the scene. So Bianca being in the cabinet, she will have opportunity to be close to strategic people, and who knows, maybe she can advocate for the release of Nnamdi Kanu or be able to strike a deal for Nnamdi Kanu. But then the Igbos are not buying that idea. They believe that it is a strategic way to kind of like doubt the tension of Nnamdi Kanu. And trust me, I think from the look of things, the Igbos would rather prefer that you don't appoint Bianca and release Nnamdi Kanu than for you to hold Nnamdi Kanu in detention and appoint Bianca. You understand? So another thing is that now let us look at how appointments are made. How did Bianca got this appointment? You understand? It's either in two ways. You see, the Tinubu government may have either decided to shop for strong people in the opposition so that they can strategically weaken the opposition. For example, when the Tinubu government came on board, it shopped for Nyesom Wike, which is strategic in the camp of the opposition. And Nyesom Wike's appointment is troubling PDP till date. And Nyesom Wike has been unnecessarily fermenting trouble in the PDP. So having worked for Tinubu in terms of Nyesom Wike, he may see that, okay, let me appoint Bianca from the opposition as well, so that at least I will have another strong person from the side of Peter Obi, so that that can, create some storm in the teacup of Peter Obi. You understand? And now another thing is that Bianca may have gotten that appointment through intense lobbying. What some of you don't know is that, see, all these people that you think they are big, you need to see them behind the scene, how they lobby for appointments. So this appointment, even Bianca said, may have been lobbying for it for long. She may have been pressing her network within the political circle. And now that the appointment is here, if truly she lobbied for it, maybe she's lobbying to be a senior minister, and she's made Minister of State. Because she has lobbied for it, she has invested so much energy and time. She has shown humility, unforeseen humility, where she's supposed to show humility. At least, you understand, you wey wan collect something, you go there humble, you go there loyal to the Tinubu people, or to somebody like Remi Tinubu. Definitely, now that the reward is here, she won't let it go. And I can tell you that in Nigeria, when people are given opportunity to be in position of power, they barely reject it. For instance, I would have thought that Nyesom Wike would have rejected the opportunity to be the Minister of FCT, because the Minister of FCT is a restrictive position. You're only limited to FCT, unlike other ministers that you can move around anywhere and operate anywhere in Nigeria. So the Igbos are not having it. That our guys were we do the appointment, but will that happen? Of course, most likely not, because I don't see it happen. I think Bianca will go ahead because people are already congratulating her. And of course, our political circle, our circle too, you understand? There no people will go benefit, will go prosper from Bianca's appointment as Minister of State for Foreign Affairs. Definitely. You understand? They won't allow her to decline the appointment. It's been a wonderful time with you on this episode of Politics with Dr. Omoshola Deji. Deji is a political scientist with a PhD in political science, and this is where we relax, where we analyze politics and happenings in the politics. Do well to subscribe, do well to turn on your notification button, do well to like this video, and of course, do well to catch up with my past videos. And of course, I have great videos coming up for you. Till I see you again. I'm not always far from you, I'm just around the corner. I love you all, sincerely.